Hey everyone, Lord Brimstone here.
And once again.
And we're here for more East, as you guys probably expect by now.
Yay for more East.
Oh yes, can't get enough of East. Especially since early next year we're going to be getting East Chronicles for the PSP. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, I still haven't managed to get myself started on 7 yet.
I just recently purchased 7, so I'll be playing that soon.
See, what it is I got 7 and Patapon 2 right around the same time. I started Patapon 2 first, and now I want to finish that before I get rolling on E7.
I'm just showing off the magic stats I got right now. We got 3 of them so far. I believe there's 3 out of 6, so we're doing pretty good. And oh, that's right, Scroll of Guidance. You actually, I can't remember if you have to actually have it equipped or not to do this next part coming up. We're going back to where we first got the staff of heaven, the heavenly staff or whatever. And Leth telling us that we shouldn't be overconfident. Thank you, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, disappearing ink.
Yeah. Those help us, Obi-Wan. You are the last hope to the priest. Okay. Pretty much a general spear that yes, the goddesses need our help. Desperate need a warrior to fight for us. Please come to the Temple of Fish. You open the scroll of guides in for the goddesses of the regions. It will tell us what we need to know. Continue on. Basically, this is where we get hints if we're stuck somewhere.
Oh, it's very sophisticated, disappearing ink.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's that Assassin's Creed, ink they use, where you just need a, certain site in order to see all the letters and stuff. I don't know. What? There's a huge monster deep inside the mines. Yeah, it could be taken completely out of context. Anyways,
I find it kind of strange that came as a surprise to him.
Yeah, that there was a giant monster below.
Pretty much anywhere you go in this country, you're gonna find at least one.
Oh yeah. And this is the door we couldn't open earlier. It leads us to a very, very long hallway. A very, very long staircase.
Still in a dream, snake eater.
And we get some, meanwhile, back at, JR's house, or, Dullus's. Yeah, this is new. Well, new to difference between turbo version. We actually get some soliloquy by Dullus here, explaining what he is doing in the evil plot. And if you look to the right, you see a interesting Zelda-esque sort of crystal and adults moving in it.
I also like the way the minion just communicates by pantomime.
Yeah. Indeed, you will do as you're told. Handshake, shudder. And welcome to Noltia, the Ice Ridge, although in this case it's known as the Ice Walls. And I really find the snow effect they use is really hilarious. It's like, white polka dots on the background that's shaking left and right like a snow globe.
Yeah, I was just about to say this really looks like the interior of a snow globe.
The one problem is the the snowflakes can actually affect what you're doing too, so that's one thing to take into consideration.
Really?
Well, if you notice, the snow kind of, it does cover, if it goes over Adult, it does cover, so staring at it for long periods of time can kind of disorient you. At least I found. And unfortunately, it all looks the same, and they made this place bigger than the turbo version, so it's easier to get lost here.
Oh yeah, just looking at the mini-map, it looks a little bit hairier.
And this is only the first area.
Good times.
Oh yeah. And one of the interiors of the area. Yes, this is one of the areas this is the walls of ice that was explained to us that we have to cross, and then later on it's going to be a multi of lava, but whatever. All I really particularly care about is this place has some cool stuff and has some really charming music, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of a different vibe from the turbo version's music, but yeah, it's cool on its own merits.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of overall soundtrack, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's good stuff, but I gotta say, in my book, there's really no comparison when it comes to Mundoria.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Although some of the later areas had some really good music. One in particular, I believe you mentioned back when you were doing East 2 on the Turbo. The underground
Subterranean canal.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. That is definitely a favorite.
So, yeah, I just walked into a dead end. Expect to see a lot of this. Rock climbing, Joel. Rock climbing.
Okay, that one went over my head.
Mystery Science Theater 3000. It was, God, I can't believe I can't remember the name of the movie. It was the one where it was like, they were climbing a giant mountain, there was a bunch of dinosaurs, and it was like an hour of just rock climbing and exposition.
Yeah, I've seen my share of those, but that doesn't sound like one that I have seen before.
It's interesting because it's one of the more well-known episodes, second season. And apparently these stairs cut off Adult's hair there, hair and head there for a moment. And you can kind of see the disorienting effect. Yeah, we had door mazes, we had low light visibility, now we have stair mazes. Kind of seeing a pattern here. Yeah, pardon me, I do get lost for a while before I finally get my bearings here.
That was a quality Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah. We'll be seeing more of those guys. Speaking of which, here we go. Well, I really don't know what to say at this point, because all this is just walking in a winter wonderland right now, and, well, we just killed some hopping yetis.
Looked like they were wearing boxing gloves.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Now that's some quality monster design.
Oh, yeah. Hopping yetis with boxing gloves. Can't get much better than that.
Also, I kind of wonder about the possible consequences of wearing chunky armor in a climate like this. Like, if Adol were to turn his head just the wrong way, could he get his lips stuck to one of his big shoulder pauldron things?
It's quite possible. Yeah, that's where we get the ice mist, or it's kind of easy to miss, actually, if you don't know what you're looking for. But, you know, I think the reason why he's not freezing like that is the fact that, well, you know, one of the theories about Adol is his hair's on fire, so it obviously is keeping him warm. Either that or one of the mutations of, you know, having photosynthesis hair is kind of makes you cold-blooded. Who knows? It's one of the mysteries of Ys, I guess. It's just kind of funny, of all the Ys games that have been out, there's never been a single Ys game that I've seen that actually talks about Adol's, like, history, you know, his past, or even his family.
That is a point.
I mean, we get kind of a name where he came from in Ys 1. I believe he does mention it, although I don't remember the name now for the life of me, but it's like, it's there explain who his father is, or his mother, or, you know, what he did before he decided to become an adventurer.
Yeah. That seems like fairly fertile ground for some entry in the series if they ever feel like, you know, expanding on that. It might be one of those things that they want to leave mysterious, but, you know, it has potential for exploration.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did Ys Origin, which was the backstory on what happened, you know, 700 years when Ys, you know, took off to the sky.
True.
But what's really funny is, from what I can gather, though, so far, from what I've seen, Adol's parents, you know, nothing's been said that they've been mysteriously killed or anything like that, so Adol could be one of the few protagonists that's parents are still alive and well and doesn't have this angsty backstory. He just had this wanderlust for adventure. Which, in an odd way, is rather refreshing. Anyway, yeah, I'm going back to get my appearances. At this point I decide, you know what, I'm just going to do some backtracking and figure out where everything is, so I will see you guys in the next part where we actually get more done. So, until next time. Yeah.
See you then.